Hey everybody, DB here again, and we're rolling on with old school 40K armies, and this is a really old case, y'all, and check this out. Today, we got some janky old Imperial Guardsmen, y'all. These were some dudes I painted probably some of them a really, really long time ago. And then there's a few plastic ones that got painted maybe 20 years ago. 20, I don't know. A long ass time. You'll see. There's some old models in here and some, I wouldn't call them relatively new. But anyway, these, y'all, were the 57th Karpathian Desert Dogs, man. That's right. The Karpathian Desert Dogs. There's a whole mix of stuff in here. Let's start over here. So right here, got an old rocket launcher team, y'all. Check it out. Binocular dude. You see, these dudes were sand-based, just like my Space Wolves. And I'm pretty sure the majority of these dudes were painted at that same time. Look at this. I didn't even undercoat the base here. I mean, I spray primed it, but then I never painted it brown. I just threw some Elmer's glue down on there, y'all, and some sand. But yeah. Oh, you hear that motorcycle on the highway, y'all? These are some Cadian dudes that I used as a heavy weapons team. Check this out, y'all. A mortar. This dude broke off, apparently. But that's dope. He's a Valhallan in the desert. You know what I mean? Because everybody wears fur hats and greatcoats in the desert. Got his mortar bomb there. Pretty damn big-ass mortar bomb. You know why? Because it's a pretty damn big-ass mortar. Look at that. Look at that. This dude actually is a crewman from the old Griffin mortar tank. Pretty wild, right? Oh, check this out, y'all. This must have been when, like, 20-year-old DB was like, you know what? I'm going to step it up. Put some jungle plants on here. It's another mortar. It's the other Griffin crewman. Oh, dude, this has some putty rock, too. Putty rock. Fish tank trees. In the desert, they got this big, green, long-leafed plant, you know. Ay, Dios míos. Que suerte. Look at this. This is a backpack from, I believe, a Warzone dude that I threw on there. And then this guy, looks like he's made him Asian desert man, or maybe Latino. So you see, it was all crazy metal guardsmen. Metal plasma gun guy. He's desert Talon dude. Oh, this dude, Talon grenade launcher. This was my attempt to make a PLO scarf, you know? Make this guy Arabic. It didn't really come over too well now, did it? He looks more like Aunt Jemima, y'all. But whatever. Here's a sniper. Yeah. See, I wrote 316 on there because apparently, you know, he went to a few football games. A few pro football games. Here's a decent model. This one always reminds me of the chick from Aliens, Vasquez. So some people say this is a rare model, but I don't really think it is. I feel like it was all over the place in America when I was a kid. So, yes. Let's see what we have. This is just a plastic Karpathian Guardsman. I can't remember being so psyched when the Karpathian Guard came out. It's got a bayonet, you know. I mean, now you look at these models and they show their age. But whatever. They're still cool, you know. Another Talon Grenadier. Old metal dudes from late 80s. There's another Talon dude. This guy's funny. This dude was like a Karpathian heavy weapons trooper. I think he was like a crewman. So he had a remote in his hand. I think he might have been the mortar guy. And I just puttied up this wonderful grenade. Make him look like he's holding a grenade. It looks like a cheeseburger that has gone foul. Here's an old tank crewman. Painted him up. I do have a bunch of tanks for this army too. I'll show you them. I got a whole. I'll do a whole video of just vehicles. But we're only going through armies now. Heavy flamer, dude. Kind of like Mac from Predator, y'all, for those who know. Talleyrand, I believe this is a missile launcher crewman. Rocket launcher, dude. Another rocket launcher crewman. This guy, though, in the goofy outfit, is guy from Colonel Schaefer's Last Chancers. There's a whole bunch of those in here. You'll see them. He's like kind of howling mad Murdoch. I forget his name. Here's a good one, yo. Old rogue trader Imperial Guardsman. Medic on the communicator. This is the guy used from a medic. I always envisioned him being like Doc from Hamburger Hill, yo. Just great movie. Y'all should check it out. Because brushing your teeth is important. Doc put that on everybody. I remember that. Old metal Katachin. This is another tank crewman. And I made this dude a radio guy. This is, I believe, a Katachin backpack. Apparently the aerial broke off at some point. For some reason, I really dig this kind of las pistol. Where it had the clip on the side. I like that. This is the the missile launcher lady from Colonel Schaefer's Last Chancers. This was before, like, Games Workshop was this crazy PC, and her name was simply Rocket Girl, I believe. There was like Rocket Girl and Warrior Woman in this crew. Real original, dudes. This is a great classic model. Katachin Sergeant bolt pistol. You see, these dudes, like a lot of the Space Marines I've shown recently, could all use a wash. Look at this dude. He's a Katachin missile launcher guy. Oh, he's got some turquoise missiles, yo, and some orange ones. The little crosses on the front. Yeah, he's got a red bandana that's missing a big chip out of it. Boo! There's another dude with a bandana, and he has an AK-47 that is definitely from an orc autogun shooter or whatever. But what can I say? 20-year-old me thought AK-47s were the tits. So this dude get one. That's what he says to you. Because, like, I kind of, not going to lie, I like the idea of a lot of guardsmen having auto guns instead of las guns, even though it's the future. Because I feel like some planets wouldn't, you know, there's still got to be rubbish guard units, right? That they're like, I don't even want to give these dudes las guns. This is Ox from Schaefer's Last Chancers, heavy bolter dude. Just used him as a heavy bolter guy. Let's see who else we got here. Just another regular metal Katachin. The big knife, machete. Machete! It's a wild movie, y'all. Y'all ever see Machete? This dude. This Kurt Russell looking dude. And then my man with the dark-ass eyebrows right here. You know what's funny? I can't tell you how overjoyed I was when they started making guns that had the strap. So I was like, every gun in like real life has straps, especially these kind. Like this arm I thought was always really cool, where he's got the strap around it and he's still got it, even though he's got this giant Bowie knife. Shibya. Oh, this dude was one of my favorites. Tried to make him like Roadblock from G.I. Joe. Melt-A-Gun Katachin guy. Gave him a bandana. 20-year-old me thought this bandana was so crucial. And it's basically just white dots and a white line on blue. But whatever. Love it. Love it. Put my heart and soul into this shit back in the day, y'all. This dude is a heavy weapons crewman. Metal Katachin that I just used as a regular guy. Kind of like the point man in a squad. This is one of the newer models in this. This is an old Colonel Strachan, Iron Hand Strachan, the dude who got like half his body was missing. And of course, he just has a pump shotgun and a plasma pistol. you know, to show you the extremes of the 41st millennium. This was another sergeant, I believe, las pistol and a sword. Or he might have been dudes for like a demo charge flamer squad. I forget. Uh-oh, this dude got no base, y'all. Check it out. Arr. He's got a lot of swords, right? He's got a sword and a bayonet. There's always one guy who likes knives. Love this model, and it's really basic, dude. Just a Karpathian, or not a Karpathian, just a Cadian plasma gun guy that's squatting down. You'll see this camo pattern, by the way, is like, I was really into this at the time, like Desert Stormish 3-dot white camo. Probably has a real name, but I forget what it is. This guy looks like he was an autocannon loader. Pretty cool, right? Here's one of the Gaunt's ghosts with a broken las gun. Call him Colbeck or whatever. Colonel Colbeck. Not the biggest fan. Gaunt's ghost is cool, but of that model. This was an old Stormtrooper heavy bolter loader. Apparently got pressed into service as a regular dude. Oh, this guy was dope. This is my Commissar. And I forget what weapon he had in this hand. Probably some sort of bolt pistol or las pistol. But I definitely cut it off and gave him what looks like a 45. But it's actually just some kind of crazy Bauhaus pistol from Warzone. And I used to love this dude. I would give him a master-crafted close combat weapon and then a bolt pistol. He was dope. Such a cool model, you know. To this day. Got the skull buttons on his coat and shit. My paint job, of course, is horrible, but, you know. Another melted gun dude, because you can't have too many melted guns. And just a regular old trooper. Two more plastic dudes. There used to be more models to this army, I'm pretty sure. But a long time ago, my apartment flooded because the guy above me, this Karpathian missile launcher, the guy above me, a pipe broke in his place, and all the water came through the ceiling, and it landed on a whole bunch of shit I had out. This was probably like, I don't know, 17, 18 years ago, and it kind of ruined a bunch of models. And I remember these guys and some beastmen I had on the table because I was working on them. This guy has a shotgun of some sort that I don't know where it is from, but it is a pump-action shotgun. I wish I knew where I got that. Huh. Hey, yo, Adrian! That's right, I said it, y'all. Here's a Talon with a rocket launcher. You can see there were a lot of missile launchers. I went missile launcher heavy in this army. And then here's the same model twice. So nice, I painted him twice. He's just a shooting dude, y'all. And you can see I was so wild back then. I mixed it up with a different color brown and gray or black on the las gun. But for the rest, the model is almost the exact same. It's kind of funny. Even like the hair and shit. That's wild. Wild. Here is a las cannon loader. But I think I used this dude as a demo charge guy, if I recall correctly. Like he was hurling some kind of electric bomb. Probably had the Chimera virus in it. You know what I'm saying? That's for you, Cairo. That's a Cairo reference. And then this dude was my comms dude. He had the scanner, right? He had the Space Marine Auspex in his hand. And then he had a radio backpack. And I was so wild, yo. I took a piece of wire here way back in the day. Drilled it into there and put it all the way in through that little hole on the bottom of the Auspex. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Last but not least, we got this Talon Raider Sergeant with a plasma pistol. So yeah, this is some old school Imperial Guard, yo. The 57th Karpathian Desert Dogs. Because I couldn't call them the Carthaginian Desert Dogs. Because Carthage is a real place, right? So I switched it up a little. Even though Carpathia, we could wax lyrically about that, the Carpathian Mountains. But it's not as well known as Carthage, I would say. Or at least that's what 20-year-old me thought, you know? So, yeah. Hope everybody's doing well. Remember, be good to one another. do what you feel. Peace.